Okay, we are on day 4 for MDE 54. So I want to draw your attention as you're going through your course. Make sure that you are looking at what these learning skills are, but those will be separate. So what we're doing today is really diving in to that dimensional analysis part of your 154 course, where we're looking at basic unit conversions, American, British, European, etc. So we've got American units are going to be length, can be inches, feet, yards, miles, weight can be tons, pounds, ounces, and volume can be, gallons, quarts, pints, etc. So you will be given a formula sheet on your Math 154. So you do not have to worry about converting these or memorizing these. I'm sorry. But what each of these conversion factors is say you take this one. That says that you can do 12 inches is 1 foot, or you can write it as 1 foot is 12 inches. Either way, those are equal to each other. And they're still the same unit of measurement at the end of the day in terms of we're looking at 1 foot of wood, for example. So each of these can be written as a fraction depending on what way you want it. Now, to convert units, you want to cancel out the units that you don't want and keep the units that you do want. So what would that look like? Say I had 18 inches and I wanted feet. Well, I want to do some type of conversion where these inches that were on top cancel. So you put the inches on the bottom. I want feet to be left, so I'm going to put it on top. These can cancel, and then I'll say there's 12 inches in a foot. So if you have units, something like that, they cancel based on top and bottom. So that's the premise here that we're looking at. So you'll want to have these conversions out because, again, you don't have to memorize them. So here's our practice problems. So again, make sure you're going to cancel the right part. So this time, if I want 8 feet, and I want the answer to be in inches, and you can think of it in inches over 1 if you want, but there's not going to be a denominator. Then you need feet on the bottom to cancel, and you need inches on top. So 12 inches in 1 foot gives me my 96 inches as my answer. These feet would cancel and the inches would stay. If I wanted to do pounds, I want 2 pounds. Do I have a pounds to ounces conversion? Let me see up here. I do. 1 pound is 16 ounces. Okay, so I'm going to write that up there. So I need pounds on the bottom, ounces on top. That way it'll cancel and give me ounces. So I'm going to write this however it makes sense. 16 over 1 and get 32 ounces. So I'm now multiplying straight across 2 to 16. And then you would continue to do that for question 3 and 4. So go ahead and try those and then come back to the video. So the 36 quarts. Whoops. All right. Do I have a conversion to quarts from pints? I do. And it's right up in that form right above. So 2 pints is 1 quart. So I'm going to put 2 pints, 1 quart, because I want these to cancel. So then I'm going to multiply 36 times 2 to get my 72 pints as an answer. And then finally, miles to yard. Let's go up and look at what we have. We have miles to feet. Feet to yard, we don't actually have miles to yard. So we're going to have to convert this from miles to feet to yard. So I'm going to say, all right, let's write all this out so we have it. 2 miles. And then I need to go to feet. So I'm going to put miles and feet, and I'm writing it like this so I can keep track solely of the units for a minute. And then let's see if that cancels the way I wanted it to. So again, I'm looking at canceling units. 2 miles would cancel. Excellent. Feet would cancel, and I would get yards. Okay, so that's exactly what I wanted. So now I'll fill in those actual conversions. So the conversion is that there's 5,280 feet in the mile and 3 feet in a yard. So now what you do is you just go straight across. 2 times 5,280. You can do times 1 if you want, but then divided by that 3. So everything on top is multiplied, the bottom is divided. And I come up with 3,520 yards. And then you can go over to your assignment and work on the American unit part.